Well, good morning. Today is Wednesday, March 7th, and we're going to have our quote of the day that we're going to live by. This is the quote we're going to live by today, and it's called, and we've heard it a million times, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. Excuse me. Once we get that into our thought process, it'll be so helpful to us. I was reading an article this morning on the best tips on losing weight. And the number one tip is to stop mindless eating. We all do it. We just, how many of us have just gotten a bag of chips and just ate right out of the bag of chips? I am guilty of getting a big bag of chips, and then the container of French onion chip dip, and then sitting in front of the TV and just reaching in the bag, dipping in, reaching in the bag, dipping in. You can't double dip, so you got to get a lot of dip. I can double dip because I'm the only one that eats the chip dip, so it wouldn't really matter, but I don't because it just seems unsanitary. I know they say it really doesn't make a difference, but I kind of think it does because you get the spit on your mouth going into a whole nother story. And they also found that if you try to eat slower, it gives your brain, which makes sense, it gives your brain time to register that you're full. You can have this whole big platter of all your favorite foods and just wolf it down as fast as you can because you just missed it so much. And then when you get all done eating it, you think, I think I'm going to go back for seconds. Whereas if you were eating slowly, you might not have even finished the whole platter because you would have thought, you know what, I'm kind of full. I think I've had enough. And what you're supposed to do, and I try to do it, I really do try to do it, is if you go to an event and they have all your favorite foods, don't load up on the foods that you can get every day because, you can have mashed potatoes any day of the week, but, like maybe a scallop potato, you can't have that often. Trying to think of something else that you might have. Like, I love macaroni and cheese, but I don't make it that often. So if I go somewhere, Christy makes a really good macaroni and cheese. So I'll have some of her macaroni and cheese. And I'll have no guilt because I know it's not something I'm going to eat every day of the week. I make a point of not keeping some around because I would go crazy eating it. But I'm very conscious of when I'm eating it. I savor every bite, and I absolutely love it. Potato salad is another thing. I make it a lot in the summer. Obviously, a lot of people make it a lot in the summer. But even when I have it now, I kind of really take my time and really taste every bite and enjoy every single bite. Tomorrow's Christy's birthday, and I might have a slice of cake. I really haven't decided. Believe it or not, I really haven't decided. But I think I might have a slice of cake, but it's going to be a small slice of cake, and I'm going to enjoy every single bite. I did buy, I'll have to show them to you on my daily vlog, these little mini cones, the three of the little, I can't only imagine how small they are because there's 42 in the box, and it's the same size box as the kids' cones that I got that have 24. But three of them are 0 points. And then I bought myself a Halo ice cream, which I'm not a big fan of Halo ice cream, but it'll satisfy my desire to have some, and I'm going to have them in the three little cones. So a half a cup of the Halo ice cream is 3 points, and the cones are 0. So, and the cake, I'm going to have a small slice, which is probably going to be 10 or 12 points, but I'm going to figure it into my day, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm not going to mindlessly eat it. I'm going to take my time to eat it. And you just got to remember that, this is not a diet. Anybody can lose weight on a diet. But nobody can keep weight off once you go off that diet if you haven't learned how to maintain along the way. And the way you learn how to maintain is to realize that it's a lifestyle change. If you go like I do, go crazy on a Sunday, you may have to work 3 or 4 days to make up for that day. So what you have to think in your mind, is it really worth it? And sometimes I really do think it's worth it. It really is just for me to go 3 or 4 days eating properly just to have that one day. I find that when I do that, if I don't go crazy, I didn't go crazy, but I have gone crazy. It kind of kickstarts my metabolism a little bit. That's just for my body. Everybody's body is different, so only do what works for your body. And then always remember every day, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And once you lose your weight, or as you're losing your weight even, you see that your lifestyle is really changing. I do so many car vlogs. Last winter, you never saw this butt leave the house. I was in the house from November until April. I didn't go out at all, hardly. I went to church, I go to the grocery store. That was it. I had no motivation to go anywhere. I'm 65 pounds lighter, almost 65, but I'm 65 pounds lighter now. I want to go somewhere every day. I'm going to go somewhere today. So, I mean, it's just, it's who I've become. And I like this because it's not it keeps me from eating. It keeps me busy, keeps my mind off eating mindlessly. And I realize it's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. I'll see you guys tomorrow.